All rights reserved, copyright on Don't Wonder 69. Mama, I can't explain, and I really don't understand. But I'm not wondering what's going on and what drives you wild again. Mama, don't you know my number? You know what's going down. You know you can't handle what you're going through now. Thinking just makes you shake it up again. Mama, you understand. You know what's going down. You know my number, the number kinda gets you and it works you up again. Can't you say now? Oh yeah, don't you understand now? Sick you say now. Oh mama, you know it's a for sure thing to get you to go. It's gonna make you shake and get you wild again. And girl, don't you recognize? You know my number now, mama, don't you understand? You know how to work it down. It's kinda little awkward, get you kinda crazy. It makes you feel shaking. Don't you know my number now, mama, don't you understand? You know it gets you funky again. It makes you kinda wild, get you going holler. And girl, don't you recognize? Now you wonder now, mama, don't you wonder how? You know it gets you wild again. You know that number, you know what it does. You know it gets you wild again. Don't you know now, mama, don't it get you shaking? Yeah, it shakes you now, it shakes you like the rhythm again. Mama, don't you find it wet and kind of funky, but you know that you enjoy it somehow. Don't you know now, mama, can't you explain? It's the number, get you wild again. It might be your favorite, it's a sure thing you know. Get you wet every time. Don't you wonder now, mama, don't you wonder how? You know that number again. You know that number, you even understand. You just can't forget me now. Doesn't get you going. Now you know it's got you going. Now you know it's got you going. Mama, you're wet again. You're socking it upside down. You're doing different things, getting kinda wild, getting kinda slippery again. Don't you do it now, mama, don't you understand? It's slippery and wet again. Even if it's raining, hot or it's a chillin', cold out, what you want again. Don't you know now, mama, don't you yell out loud. You know the number that you're proud. You know it gets you going, can't you explain somehow? Won't you say it one more time? You know the number now, mama, you know the number. The one that gets you going. You recognize double-sided rights, even if you got it going. It makes you get you going. Now, mama, you're wet again. You're super sloppy, sopping it down. And even if you understand, I can't explain again. You know that number now. Don't you tell me now, mama, don't you tell me somehow. You know how to work it out. Don't act like you don't know, even if you somehow, you know that number now. Don't you know it now, mama, don't you recognize? There ain't no reason why. It's the reason, get you going every time, mama, you love me now. It's the reason now, mama, don't you understand? It's the number that gets you down. It gets you super wet, get you going again, get you out slopping down. I got the number now, mama, don't you recognize? You're smacking on those freaking thighs. You're pushing it, pilling it, binging and a willing it. Mama, won't you recognize? Tell me one more time. You know it's the number that makes you right divine. On the number 69. Mama, are you ready to go? One more time, don't you know? It's the number, get you going, 69 knowing, even if you recognize. Don't you know now, mama, don't you even know? don't you even recognize? It's the number that gets you going like you know it, wet and wild again. It makes you feel young, mama, don't you even know? You're sloppy and you're wet, you know. Just thinking of it brings your blood a curling. It makes you feel fresh again. You're wet again now, just like a sure thing. Mama, don't you wait to rise. You know what's going on. It gets you working up and wild. Mama, don't you recognize it's super wet now? I told you once more now, Mama, it's number 69. It's like riding on down the way. It gets you going now, Mama, don't you understand? Don't stop me and you know what's going on. We might wake up all over the place. You're sitting down squishing me, let me up for air. Mama, don't you recognize? On the sideways, up on top, or you're on top. You know it's getting wild and you're funky a lot. It makes you feel young, sweating down and wetting it, making it crazy again. It's 69 and mama, don't you know now? Wild times are here to come. You know what's going on right now. And even if I can't explain somehow, you know that you're loving number 69 right again, even if you can't slow down. Don't you know now, mama, let's get going wild again. I saw how you want to tempt me to get that number down right. Equation for both of us to go. Mama, don't you want that 69 explosion? Don't you want to get that blood boiling? Even if you're sweating, it's wetting it down. You're super soaking both ways. You're getting sloppy now, mama, getting sloppy down, all getting sloppy in mama, don't you recognize? You're 69 in those thighs.